Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kola Wale Shufola. I'm the Acting Director of Trade at the ECOWAS Commission. And before delivering these remarks, let me express the sincere apologies of the Commissioner for Trade, Customs and Free Movement of the ECOWAS Commission, Konzi, for not being able to participate with you this morning due to some flight challenges. But due to the importance of this meeting, he asked me to deliver his remarks. So the words you hear next are from the Excellency Commissioner. Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Zainab Shamsowa Ahmed, Minister of Finance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, Dr. Vera Songwe, Under-Secretary General and Executive Secretary of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. Your Excellencies from the United Nations family, members of the Diplomatic Corps and development partners, captains of industries, representatives of women and youth platforms, our very good and dear friend, Madame Ngon Diop, the Director of the Sub-Regional Office of West Africa for ECA, strategic partners, distinguished invited ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure for me to participate at this first West African Business Forum organized by the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa through its Sub-Regional Office for Africa. On behalf of the President of the ECOWAS Commission, His Excellency Jean-Claude Cassibrou, and on my own behalf, I would like to express my gratitude to ECA for inviting ECOWAS to participate in this inaugural forum. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate our champions of honor at this event, that is, the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Executive Secretary of the ECA, for their inspirational leadership and role in promoting economic development, as well as empowering women and youth. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in 2012, the African Union Summit took a decision on boosting intra-African trade and accelerating the establishment of the African Continental Free Trade Area. The overall objective of this agreement, which entered into force in May 2019, was to create a single continental market for goods and services with free movement of business, people, and investment. The agreement aims to combine the economies of the 55 African countries into a pan-African free trade area comprising of over 1.3 billion people in a market with a combined gross domestic product of around 3.4 trillion US dollars. This offers increased opportunities in all economic sectors, especially in agriculture, where women and young people make up a significant proportion of the workforce and play a vital role in trade. According to estimates by the ECA, the agreement is expected to be transformative for the continent's trade and regional integration, especially for least developed countries whose industries are expected to grow the most. The agreement recognizes the importance of gender equality and of improving the export capacity of informal suppliers, micro, small, and medium enterprises, women, and youth to its success. With the start of trading on the 1st of January 2021, the AFCFTA is expected to strengthen regional value chains and increase exports in female-dominated sectors across agriculture, manufacturing, and services. For women and youth, this presents an opportunity for increased value addition, which can also help attract and diversify investments. The AFCFTA is also expected to be a tool for socio-economic development, creating jobs, supporting food security, and reducing poverty. To date, all ECOWAS member states have signed the agreement whilst 13 so far have ratified. The ECOWAS heads of state and government have called on the remaining countries to accelerate their process of ratification in order to ensure the integrity of the ECOWAS customs union. The ECOWAS Commission has played a key role in the AFCFTA process, which, although it is member state driven, we continue to coordinate at the regional level, common positions in order to ensure we build on existing regional obligations and regional achievements. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as much as the AFCFTA presents critical opportunities for women and youth, the success also depends on their participation in trade. I hope I'm back online. Apologies for the break in transmission due to the internet. I hope you can still hear me. I'll continue where I left off. As much as the agreement provides opportunities, it also depends on the ability for women and youth to participate in trade. To accelerate the gender-responsive implementation of the agreement, it is critical to build on existing initiatives, knowledge, and capacities, particularly across the level of regional economic communities, such as the ECOWAS region. There are clear opportunities to build on and scale up on regional activities to address trade and gender within the context of the agreement. The ECOWAS Treaty includes provisions for addressing women's economic empowerment and their participation in trade and business activities, thus providing a basis for initiatives to address trade and gender at the regional level. Several projects and initiatives have already been designed and implemented with the support of partners and could be expanded in the context of the EFCFTA. This expertise can also be used to strengthen the understanding and capacity of member states for gender-sensitive development and implementation of trade policy. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in the recognition of the importance of gender-inclusive economic growth that will eradicate poverty and contribute to the sustainable development, which is in line with the 8th Sustainable Development Goal, that is the promotion of sustainable and inclusive economic growth and a decent and productive working environment for all. The ECOWAS Commission has undertaken many efforts to improve the general environment for women. Permit me to cite just a few. In January 2003, the ECOWAS Gender Center, the ECOWAS Gender Development Center was created in Dakar. This center is a specialized agency of the community responsible for the implementation of various policies and protocols relating to gender and for harmonizing them in all member states. In addition to gender-related policies, including the ECOWAS gender policy, the ECOWAS Plan of Action on Gender and Trade, as well as the additional Act on Equal Rights between Women and Men. These are some of the key instruments that have been developed by the community. In particular, the 4 objectives set out by the ECOWAS Action Plan on Gender and Trade, namely increasing the productivity and capacity of women to export, promoting the development and implementation of gender-sensitive trade, strengthening the synergy and coordination across agencies, and increasing gender-sensitive infrastructure. These will support the development of export-oriented manufacturing and create new employment opportunities for women in traditionally female sectors and also male-dominated and capital-intensive sectors. In the area of youth, ECOWAS has established the Center for Development of Youth and Sports, which is based in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. This center is one of the ECOWAS agencies and implements the activities and policies that are related to the vision of ECOWAS in the field of sports and youth. The objective of the center is to initiate, develop, coordinate, monitor, and implement youth and sports programs in the region. As such, the center has a program on ECOWAS volunteers that enables West African youth to better contribute to the promotion of peace, development, and integration, as well as the achievement of the ECOWAS vision. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to support the inclusion of women and youth, the AFCFTA agreement must be accompanied by policies that will support that will be supported by regional economic communities, such as improved customs cooperation and simplified trade regimes, which will reduce non-tariff barriers. There is also a strong role for digital solutions for trade facilitation. Cross-border solutions, including the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System being introduced by AfrExim, together with the African Union, promises to address current challenges of payment across currencies. A pilot system is currently underway in the ECOWAS region. In addition, women and youth entrepreneurs are more likely to use mobile money, and the expansion of mobile money can also create greater inclusion for those who are unbanked or do not have access to formal finance. We call on the women and the youth to advocate for inclusive policies at the national and regional level through business associations. We also call on them to work with these associations to build linkages between larger and smaller players and give women and youth access to networks they often lack, advocate for their interests, and unlock opportunities for access to finance and assets. ECOWAS and many of our member states have designed or are designing AFCFTA implementation strategies with the support of the Economic Commission for Africa. And we must ensure that gender and youth considerations are mainstreamed into these strategies. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, this regional business forum comes at the right time, at the dawn of the start of trading within the framework of the AFCFTA, which took off from the 1st of January 2021. This forum is an appropriate framework to bring together youth and women in ECOWAS and also highlight the opportunities of trading not only within ECOWAS, but also with the continent as a whole through the AFCFTA agreement. ECOWAS has always been mindful of the crucial role women and youth play in socio-economic transformation and has thus put in place mechanisms, programs, and various activities for furthering a regional transformative agenda through the effective mobilization of these stakeholders. I once again reiterate the commitment of the ECOWAS Commission to continue to promote economic development through inter alia, promoting trade within our region, as well as maximizing opportunities in the AFCFTA. I would like to thank once again the organizers, and in particular, our champions today, Madam Minister, as well as the Executive Secretary of the ECA, and thank the organizers for inviting the ECOWAS Commission to participate in this forum. We wish you a fruitful deliberation. Long live Nigeria, long live ECOWAS, and long live Africa. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, thank you. Please, let's make it another robust applause, appreciating and acknowledging all of the articulated profiling